everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Turnips to Tangerines, and today we are going to be making waffles using this waffle pancake mix that I purchased at, what is that, Evergreen shop it's right out, well, it's actually near, I'm going to say it's near Elton, Wisconsin, which is on our way to Anigo, and it's a little Amish store, and I picked this up because I love the taste of buckwheat, and this is a buckwheat pancake mix. I will be making waffles with it though, with my Belgian waffle maker, and while I'm talking here and making the mix, I'm going to turn that on. It's always nice to get that a little started before you actually get your waffles on there. So I'm going to be trying this. It's New Hope by New Hope Mills, and I don't know anything really about this company at all. They've been in business, I do know, since 1823. That's what it says on here. I looked it up on their website, and they sell everything from scone mix to cookie mix to all kinds of things, and I didn't know that until I looked it up. And the reason why, like I said, I bought it because of the buckwheat pancake mix. You don't see that very often, and I love the taste of buckwheat. I really, if you've ever had it before, it tastes really, really good. It's different, but it's good, and I like that. And I also saw this recipe on the back here for to make cookies using this buckwheat pancake mix. So I'm going to be making those later on, but today let's get started here on our mix here, and I am going to be making a double batch because I like to make extra pancakes and waffles. We're waffle eaters here mainly, and I like to make extra so that I can freeze them, and then we can just pop them in the toaster whenever we want one in the morning. So I'm going to be making a double batch. So the recipe calls for 2 cups of this mix, but I am going to be doubling it, like I said. So, and I only have my half cup here. So I'm going to be making, I'll need 4 cups. So that's 1 and 2. Whoa. Okay, that's 2 cups, I think. I got lost count. 2, 3, half, another cup, and I think this will be it. And we have another half. I hope that's right. 4 cups. I hope that's right. Well, if not, whatever. Then the rest I'm going to save. The recipe I think called on for the cookies for 2 cups. So I think I have just enough in here. I might take just a little bit out and throw it in there just so I know. And I'm going to set that aside. Oh, that smells good. I love buckwheat. It just is so good. It's different tasting, but it's good. And then, whoa, I need that. Give me that back. I need the recipe here. And it calls for 2 beaten eggs, so I'm going to use 4 beaten eggs, of course, because I'm doubling it. And I'm not sure you can, I'm pretty sure, I should say this because I really don't know. You can order that, I think, online. And their website is www.newhopemills.com. So if you want to check it out, you go ahead. I think it's a good website. They had a lot of recipes on there, and I thought that was great. So I'm going to add the 4 eggs beaten because I'm doubling the batch here. And then it calls for 2 tablespoons of oil, which I am going to use 4, or you can use melted butter, but I had the oil and I thought, well, what the heck, 1, 2, 3, and we got the 4. And it also calls for, no, wait a minute here. Now, where am I here? 2 tablespoons of melted butter or oil. Okay, I got that. The 2 beaten eggs. Whoa, that thing's making some funny noise over there. And it calls for 1.5 to 2 cups of cold water. So I'm going to start with the 2 cups, and then I'll add a little bit more. That's the 2 cups. And like I said, this is a double batch, so I'm going to add a little bit more water over there, and we'll just add a little bit as needed. Let me just quickly do this. There we go. It's if we need it, which maybe we will, maybe we won't. I'm going to just stir this around. I'm going to use my whisk. Oh, making a little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. Now that I got everything moved out of the way, whisk this together and see how much more water we're going to need. We do need a little bit more water here. Okay, so that's going to be another cup I added, so that's 3 cups altogether. Get down in there. One thing I like about these glass mixing bowls here is you can kind of see down in the bottom if you missed anything. And yeah, ooh, that smells good. Open this up a little bit just to let it sit. Ooh, it doesn't get overly hot. There, ooh, that looks good. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more water. There, not all, just a little bit more. And we're just going to, there we go. There. Looks good already. Yeah. And I worked at the Cracker Barrel, Old Country store and restaurant. Oh gosh, probably another 40 years ago. And I learned a little secret or a little trick from one of the chefs there. And she was a great chef and a great cook. And she made the best waffles and pancakes. And I said to her, one time, my son and I used to go in there. He loved the pancakes. He's a pancake waffle guy to the max. And I said to her, I said, why are your pancakes always so fluffy and light? And she said, well, I got a little secret that I do that I learned a long time ago, and I've been doing it ever since. I'm just going to turn you down because I forgot. We have to let this sit. And she said, whenever you make a pancake mix, I don't care if you make it from scratch or if you make it, from a mix or whatever it is you do, after you mix it all together, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes without stirring. And then after the 5 or 10 minutes is done, come back and stir it down once. Just kind of give it a good stir down. And it'll be good to go because the batter needs time to, get all good and yummy. And, you can see from the top, it's just nice and bubbly on top. And that's good. So I will be back in 10 minutes. I'm going to let this sit in 10 minutes and I will be back shortly. Okay, it's been roughly 10 minutes since I made my batter here. My new Hope Mills Buckwheat Pancake / waffle batter. And I'm just going to lightly stir it down and see how nice that thickens up, and you let it sit for 10 minutes. And that's what you want. That's kind of the secret to making good waffles. And that's, like I said, a secret I learned a long time ago. And I've been making it that way, or doing that ever since. And I have had no problems and no complaints from the fam. So there we go. I'm going to put that down there, and that's ready to go. I'm going to plug in my waffle iron, Belgian waffle maker. And I'm going to do lightly oil, and this is how I oil. I stick a paper towel in the end of my oil, and I go like that and get it all nice and soggy, and put that back over here so I don't knock that over. That'd be a real mess. And then I just kind of blot it like that, just to give it a little oil. I don't necessarily do the top, and I don't do it every time, but there, let that get all nice and heated up. And this is for next time around. I stick it right back into the top of the bottle here, the oil, and just stick it back in there. And it saves a lot of grief. I mean, I know some people love, whoop, my arm was in the way there, sorry about that. Let's move you over here then. Some people like to use, I made a double batch, and I'm going to freeze them. My husband loves to take them to work with him, frozen waffles like that. He pops them in the toaster, and they're good to go. That's what he likes about them. I like them also because it's an easy breakfast for me. You know, why go buy waffles when you can make them yourself at home? It's a little, you know, spend one morning or afternoon or day or whatever you want making waffles all day, and then you just put them in freezer baggies and they're good to go. And then you don't have to go out and buy those frozen things that don't taste really all that well. And another thing is, these are really good when you can put some ice cream in between there. Make an ice cream sandwich. I do that in the summertime for the kids. And I do have a recipe on my blog for that, and I will give you the link for that as soon as these are done. They sure smell good. Yes, they do. I am going to, the light's on, but I'm going to go get a fork. So, let's see how these turned out. Gonna make a whole bunch of them today. Get them all lined up. Yeah, I'm coming. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Yum. Yummy. Yum, yum, yum. I just carefully pick them up, throw them down on my cooling rack, and proceed with the next batch. And I usually wheat waffle, but with a nice nutty flavor. And of course, you can't go wrong with Andy syrup. You just can't. Oh, that's good. Alright, you dogs, wait your turn. Wow. Oh, good. Very good. And there you have it, my review on New Hope Mills Buckwheat pancake slash waffle mix. And I'll definitely give it a A+. The waffles are delicious. They're light, they're fluffy. They have a really nice flavor. Butter, or not buttermilk, buckwheat. Almost a real rustic taste, and they're really, really good with Andy's homemade, or not homemade syrup. I keep saying that. What am I talking about? I think I'm just hungry. I think I just want to eat something here. Yeah, blood sugar's low, as they say. And here we go. Yum, yum, yum. Doesn't that look good? I think it does. New Hope Mills pancake mix. Buckwheat, waffle, and pancake mix. And check it out. Check their website out. They have a whole bunch of stuff on there, different mixes and things like that. I'm sure you're going to enjoy. You have a good day. I will see you back here